Hi, hello everyone. Welcome back to the Salesforce real-time scenario series. In the previous video, we discussed about how to fetch the sales customer details based on the phone number we are discussed. So here 888-604-777-6, and once we click on we can able to display by the information. This is okay. So after that, we have to display the now in this video how we are going to implement it by the product name quantity, how and we are going to click on the add button. We need to add it by this information into the list. So this use case we are going to discuss in this video. So in the previous video up to here, we have to click onto that. We have to display by the information only. So now we need to fetch by the product name and quantity. These two fields are available in the sales order line item object. So let's come to the here. So let's come to the setup. So we have the API names. That's why I'm coming to the here in the sales order line item object. We have the product name and quantity. Let me show you that is sales order line items. I think sales orders. So let's go to the sales customer. Click onto the here. We can open by the any one of the record sales order. In the sales order line item, you have to observe. So we have the product name lookup field and quantity field. These two fields we need to access from the sales order line item object. So that's why here we are coming to this setup. So why? Because means the two fields we need to display within the layout like this. So in this example we have discussed earlier. So that example. Okay. So we have to display the product name and the quantity like this. Okay. So let's come to the here. This is the sales order line item object. Let's go to the object manager. Sales order line item object. So let's come to the here. For the line item object purpose, I'm going to take it by the another component. Okay. So Control Shift P, create Lightning Web component. The underscore add sales orders. Okay. This is the another component name. Now in this component, come to the HTML. So here we have to take it by the lightning card, title, add sales orders. So here we are going to post it by the lightning card. Now here we have to display it by the product name. So that purpose I'm taking the lightning record edit form. So object API name. So here we have the object API name is the required. So now here we have to capture the product name. So that's why here lightning input field name equals to, here we have to give it by the field API name. Field API name here we have to give it. So that purpose, let's come to the here. So here this is the product API name. Copy to this. So save. And let's come to the here. We have to take it by the another one. So here we have to display by the quantity. Quantity. Let's save and deploy. So let's deploy it by the full component. So this component we can able to call it by the in the parent component. Create sales orders. Now in this I am calling by the this component. So here temporarily just I'm adding by the here. Later we can hide it by the this one as well. So C minus we can able to call it by the RTUS 20. So here underscore add. So sales orders. This is the our component and this is S and O is the capital. That's why I'm writing by the in the kebab case format. Let's save and deploy. So later we can include it by this to the hiding. As of now, just we have to see the preview how it is up here. So let's come to the here in this. So let's refresh by the page. See here product name and quantity. Now it is up here product name and quantity. But we have to display by the like this side by side now. So this purpose we have to take it by the so here layout or HTML table. We have to display by the one table format. So here table. In this table, we have to display by the table row. So table row, this one is the one of the table data. And here. So we are included by the data into the table format. Okay, in the table format, we have to give it by the in the table row data we have the populated. Okay, so two columns, two rows we have the give it by the one for the product name, another for the quantity. Let's save and deploy. So let's come to the here as of now appear like this now. Once we have the refresh by the page side by side, it will be the appear. So refresh by the page. See here, we have the appear by the product name and the quantity. Both are appear by the side by side. And one more column we need to display by the add button. So how we are going to add it by the another row. So here another data TD. So here we have to take it by the lightning button variant brand. So here label. So here we have to take it by the add on click. So we have to take it by the handle add. Okay, this is the our method name. This is the our method name. One more we are added by the here. Let's save and deploy. So it is deployed successfully. Let's refresh by the page. See here, product name, quantity and add button. Now it is up here. So now user can select by the any one of the product and user can able to enter by the quantity. Now these values we need to capture. How to capture by the these two values, product name and quantity, what they are entered. So next step is the how to capture. So here we have to take it by the on change. So here we have to the handle change. We are taking the handle change. This one also be the quantity, right? On change equals to here. We have to take it by the handle change. Here we have taken by the handle change. So when it is the changed, we have to capture by the product name and quantity. So now we are taken by the common method, right? So how to identify they are entered by the product name or quantity. That purpose here we have to take it by the data name equals to, so here n product name, we can give it by the any naming conversion. I'm just followed by this one. So data name equals to n quantity. Okay, these are the values. What they are entered by now, that values we are going to hold it by the in these two. Okay. So now here once they can handle change now, we are going to add it by the values into these two properties. So let's create by the two properties in the HTML, sorry, in the JS. So one for the product name, one for the quantity. So product name, quantity. So now here we have to take it by the handle change event. So how to identify they are entered by the product name or quantity. So here we have to take it by the constant c name equals to event to dot target to dot. When we are using the data name like this data ID na, at the time we need to use it for the data set here. Data set to dot name. If we are using the here ID instead of the name, you can give it by the data ID. Data ID. Okay. So now here next is the we have to take it by the value. What there enter the value na. So event to dot target dot value. Better to here instead of the product name, we have to take it by the product ID. Why? Because it is the lookup field now. So that's why product ID. So let's come to the here if. So we have the C name equals to N product name. So here we have the N product name. Now we are giving the, if it is the N product name, so we have to map it by the value into this dot product ID equals to C value. If we are selecting the product, automatically stored by the here. And next to come to the here, if C name equals to N quantity. So here we have to store it by the into the in quantity field. This dot quantity equals to C value. For checking purpose, we have to take it by the console.log. So here we have taken to the here. So product name, product ID, it is the getting the product ID or not. This dot product ID and as well as to the quantity. So plus this dot quantity. So save. Okay, let's save and deploy. Once it is the handle change automatically called by this method, what we are entered by the product name and the quantity values holding by the here. So let's come to the here, refresh by the page. So I'm going to open by the inspect elements. We have to check it now. That's why console logs here. So here I'm selecting by the so del. See here product quantity we are not selecting by anything now. That's why undefined it is showing. If you select by the 2, see here 2 will be the populated. If we are selecting by the something other product name, this is. So like this we are going to hold the what we are enter the values like product name and the quantity. Once we can select now automatically called by the onchange functionality. In this we have to, if it is product name, it is going to map it by the product ID. If it is we are selected by the quantity, it is stored into in the quantity. Okay, up to is clear, right? Now as for the requirement, when you are going to select by the any product here automatically populated by the price now. So how we are going to get by the this price? How we are going to get it by the this price? So without to writing the apex class, we need to get it by the our price value. So that purpose we have to take it by the here one more column before the add method. So TD. So here we have to use it for the record form. Record form here we are using. So based on that, we can get it by the that product price information. So here we have the lightning record form. So here we have the object API name. Sorry. So our object name is the sales product object. Why? Because in the sales product object only we have the price information. So that's why here you come to the here sales product. This is the object API name. And here in this we have to take it by the ID, which record information, right? We have to the record ID. So where is the record ID? Already we have to capture, right? Product ID. This is the record ID. We can give it by the here. Which product you are selecting, that product information, it is the here record form. So in this, which fields you want to query without to writing the all the fields, just specific fields you want to query. Fields equals to, we have to give it by the price. What is the our field name? That is the we have to give it by the here price. So let's come to the here price. So we are only calling the price only. This is the price. Okay. So let's save. Now here we have to call by the one particular method. This price method we need to capture, right? So that's why here we have to take it by the onload functionality. Once it is load, the automatically called by the one particular method handle load. So this is the method. This is the method we are going to call it by the here handle load. Okay, so in this handle load, we have to capture by the our price information. When it is the loading, na, that information we need to capture that product information. Okay, so let's come to the here. We have to take it by the event. So here constant, something naming your wish, C record, C product record equals to event dot detail dot records. This is the standard syntax records. So this dot product ID, which product information, that product ID based it is written by the information. Event dot detail dot product ID based on this, when it is the handle load changing, automatically called by the this price value and this product information. So again we have to capture by the same product ID based. So now here we have to capture by the product price. So that's why here we have to take it by the one more property product price. So here we have to take it by the this dot product price equals to C product record dot fields. We are already mentioned by the fields here now. So that fields dot price underscore C dot value of that product value we have to capture. Okay, so this is the here. It is written by the product price value. So onload of the this one automatically called by the our function in this written by the product price. Now this one we can call it by the here. So here product price in the same table data. This will not be displayed by the any data. Just for the without to writing the Apex class query, we can directly here get it by the data from the database. That purpose only we are using. Let's save. Let's deploy by the this component. We have did the changes in the JS and HTML. Okay, let's come to the here. So refresh by the page. So price is the we have to displaying fields, right? So here record form. So just we have to give it by the dynamically like this. So save and deploy. So by default, we don't have the product ID. That's why it is accepting by the input to type. Okay, it is accepting by the input to type. That's why save and cancel buttons also will appear. When we have the product ID, then it is automatically displayed by the view mode only. View mode only. So that's why here we have to take it by the this column when we want to display. When we have the product ID, if template true, if we have the product ID, so this column will be the appear. This column initially we don't want to display when we have the product ID, then only. Otherwise, we have the appear by the like this format, capture for the input. Okay, let's save and deploy. So let's refresh by the page now. See here at present not appear by the anything here. Now earlier it is asking for the input now. Now I am going to select by the Dell. See here, Dell price is the populated now. View mode. So here this is the Lenovo price. This is the HP. Okay, so let's here in top we have to take it by the price. Let's give it by the break, save and deploy price, right? We have to display it by the here. So let's refresh by the page. So Dell, see here price, we have the populated by the here. Now here, this price Lenovo. So sorry, we have to display by the price purpose. We have to taken by the lightning record edit form. Initially, it's not displaying the anything. Okay. On load, we are not giving by the mode, right? Either view or edit or any mode. So that's why it will not display by the anything. Just based on the product ID, we are captured by the our product price. Once it is loaded by the lightning record form, automatically called to the our onload handle load method. Based on this, we have to capture by the product price. This product price we can display it by the here without to writing the single line of the Apex class. We can able to fetch the data from the database, that particular price information. Okay. So this is the way to we have to display by the product name, quantity and price. On change of this automatically we have to display by the latest price. Right. Which product we are selected, that product price will be the populated. Okay. I hope it's clear how it was implemented as of now. In the next video, we are going to discuss to the once we click on to the add button, we have to add it by the details into the in this column. Okay. So for example, here you have to give it by the 2 as well. Na? So here we have to the information, how we are going to capture by that information. Let's discuss to the in the next video. Stay tuned. Thank you.